I'm a killer? Don't make me laugh. Ha 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 ha. Oh, see? You just made me laugh.
I'd like to make a comment regarding Alejandro's medicine theory. If Shawn was hoarding medical kits, then it's possible he could have used morphine.
Question, what's some morphine?
I'm pretty sure it's a movie. It's morphin' time, right?
That isn't even remotely close, Bridgette.
Morphine is a type of drug used to dull pain, but it can also slow the heart and cause drowsiness. Plus, when inhaled, it can cause a person to briefly lose consciousness.
We didn't find any evidence for a specific bottle, but I'd bet that if we checked the medical kit, we'd see it contains this morphine stuff.
Your argument for me being the killer is medicine that has no proof of existing? That's pretty damn stupid. Seriously, Topher, what's your problem?
It isn't just the medicine theory, man. Don't forget about the hammer and the body bag. Surely those two items tell us that you had some sort of role in this murder.
Recounting some prior events, Shawn being the culprit would actually explain Lightning's other injury.
Other injury? You guys talked about a wound on Lightning's ankle earlier, right? I'm pretty sure we never covered what might have caused it.
Got any ideas, Big Al?
Ugh, please, do not call me Big Al ever again. But yes, I do have a particular idea in my mind. Let us discuss. The wound on Lightning's ankle was certainly made from a specific weapon.
And what's that? It can't have been the hammer, right?
No shot. It had to have been something with a sharp and precise attack.
I never got a chance to look at the body, but maybe a switchblade was used. Again, didn't see the body, so I'm just taking a guess.
Nah, it definitely ain't no regular blade. Those cuts were way too deep. I was like, crap!
Huh. Oh yeah, it couldn't have been a knife. Cuts like that could only be made by that bear trap.
I heard it! Hold on a second, Shawn. Looks like my little mind trick worked.
Mind trick? What are you, a Jedi?
I'm kinda confused. Was it actually a switchblade that got used, Topher?
No, it wasn't a regular blade. During the investigation, Scott took a look at the wound, saying it looked similar to injuries he had gotten as a kid.
Darn straight, really gave me them childhood flashbacks. Though, I gotta say, it is kinda weird how you knew what it was, Shawn.
Huh? Why? What did I say?
He's referring to your slip of tongue. Your mention of a bear trap being what caused Lightning's wound. How suspicious.
What? You just...
You caught it too, Ollie. According to Scott, he was certain a bear trap caused the ankle wound. But Shawn didn't stick around to investigate the body. So, Shawn, how could you have known about Scott's theory?
Well, Didn't Scott say something about a bear trap a minute ago?
Nuh-uh, man. What I said was, the cuts were too deep. I was like, crap! I didn't say nothing about a bear trap. You did that on your own.
Isn't it possible, though, that Shawn just got a lucky guess? Or misheard?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was just a coincidence.
Mere coincidence. Such yappering. Your mention of the bear trap was just another nail in the coffin.
Whoa! What makes you say that, dude?
Allow me to explain. Last night, when everyone had left the park after the motive briefing, I had stayed behind and followed Topher and Shawn to Eagle's Landing. After a few minutes of quiet observation, I decided to get closer and see for myself what they were discussing. At the base of the tree, there was 2 circles. The outer was smaller holes that could cause someone to twist an ankle. However, the inner circle was, you guessed it, bear traps in a set formation. Anyone who stumbled into one would easily be caught.
Wow, sounds like you were trying to break into Fort Knox. But are you 100% sure the traps belong to Shawn?
Of course. Once I had climbed the tree and entered the treehouse,
around or not doesn't mean you can just barge into my space without asking. It's dangerous, you know. You might have set off one of my booby traps outside.
Believe me, I took immense caution to avoid the many bear traps and 2-foot holes.
An interesting anecdote. Did you also see the hammer and body bag inside the treehouse?
The body bag was wrapped up under a table, and the hammer was leaning against the same table.
You saw these things in the open, yet didn't question anything. Don't take this the wrong way, Topher, but are you stupid?
You know, I think I might have put together what happened.
Something on your mind, Harold?
Hey, let's hear it, man.
Well, based on my thought process, Lightning left the hotel after talking to Heather, but where did he go? Simple. He went to this Eagle's Landing place, presumably after Topher and Alejandro had left. He had to have gotten caught in one of the buried bear traps when suddenly Shawn jumped out with his hammer and splatted Lightning's brains into mashed potatoes. Wha-bam!
After the murder was finished, Shawn just had to wrap up the body and dumped it in the old building for the rest of the night.
Shawn, this seems to be the conclusion that we've all reached together. Now, I'm happy to admit we made a mistake. But you gotta say something.
Is it true, Shawn? Did you really kill Lightning?
Answer us, Shawn! Did you or did you not commit this murder?
You want to respond so badly, huh? Then fine! I'll make one last case to prove I'm innocent. To say it straight, I can't be the killer because I had no way of dumping the body.
But the body has been taken straight to the old building, wasn't it? All of the blood from Lightning's injuries had dried into the rug, meaning that his body had been left in the office for all of last night and today.
That could have happened if it was possible to even get into the old building.
Well, obviously you were able to get in there. The door was unlocked.
Well, actually, the zombie freak's got a point. The old building's doors were only unlocked after Lightning's body was dumped in the office.
Huh? You gotta be kidding me.
Not at all, kiddo. I'm being 110% truthful. Bears never lie, you know.
But didn't you say earlier that you wouldn't give us hints anymore?
I did say that, but this is ultimately in the fairness of the case. Gotta be an equal chance.
Oh, well, fair enough.
You mean to say that the old building only became officially available to enter after a corpse had been placed inside?
Of course! Can't exactly find a body if it isn't even accessible, right?
Just as I thought. If there's no way for me to have entered the old building, then your accusation collapses.
No, that's wrong, Shawn. You're the one who's wrong.
That's a great line. However, I can't say I'm satisfied.
Seems like the end is in sight. I'm confident Shawn is the culprit. Entering the old building without going through the main doors. Yeah, I definitely have evidence to prove a way Shawn could have gotten in.
Show me some evidence. You don't have any, huh? I won't listen. This pressure. I won't let you. I will survive. I had no choice. It can't end now. Tell me some truth. How could I have entered the old building, huh?
This should prove it!
The end. Crap!
The secret tunnel beneath the old building. That's what you use, Shawn.
You think he used a tunnel? But where could something like that have been?
This tunnel was fairly well hidden. In fact, I nearly missed it during the investigation.
How could a tunnel have been used to move the body, though?
Well, why don't we ask the only other person who managed to use it? Amy, care to catch everyone up?
I'm the one who needs to save your skin? I guess since I'm your only option, I'll explain it. The secret passage that Topher is talking about was found by me in the storage room. While investigating the old building's storage room, Topher spent some time removing a large wall of boxes and managed to uncover a panel embedded in the floor. We opened the panel and found a crawl space which went beneath the floorboards.
It was a pretty tight squeeze. I was too tall. Too fit, you know?
I tried too. I was small enough to fit, but my dress kept getting caught, so it didn't really work.
Luckily for all of you, I was feeling generous and decided to explore the crawl space to find any clues. As you can expect, it was absolutely disgusting down there. The uniform I wore had to be destroyed. It was beyond saving afterwards. While crawling around, I found what looked like a trail where something had been dragged through. And eventually found myself exiting a hole, which led to the back of the old building's outside. Now, of course, after my courageous and heroic feat, I rushed back to my cottage for a deep clean. And that's exactly what happened. Come on now. Praise me for being your savior.
You were a bit theatrical, but yeah, that sums it up enough. Since the old building was locked, Shawn must have used the crawl space to drag the body inside and dump it in the office.
I guess that makes sense, since Shawn is the smallest here. So, does that mean we're finally finished, Hoffman? Because I'd seriously kill for a smoke right now.
You couldn't have worded that better?
Shawn, I'm gonna go over the full case one more time. When you're happy and want us to vote, just let me know, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
The final stretch. One last push. If Shawn isn't our killer, then we're seriously fucked. The evidence is all here. Everyone's pitched in. No time to waver. Here's everything that happened in this case!
Oh man, another cliffhanger? That's totally whack, eh? Yo, dogs, check it out! Being dead totally changed my life. You know, I just been kicking it in, hell. Pretty toasty down here, eh? Oh, Topher's been taking care of my bling, yo. Anyway, was meant to do something. Oh yeah, press that like button with the thumb, hit the red button that says subscribble, and ring that little bell, eh? Really helps the big dog feel motivated to keep cooking these videos. I'm not the big dog, obviously. That's someone else. Yo, bye!